we pour up?
To your poor decisions.
Look at you, Amanda. It's on a Monday, and you got it.
Girl,
God is good.
It's because I got rum in my cup.
OMG. Thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I judge you people for the ones who do listen to us. I judge you for coming back here, but thank you for doing that. So everybody, how was everybody's weekend? Kiki, you look all good, gloss. Oh, you got glitter on your titties. Look at God. Want to do it?
I'm in love with the scripper.
Hey.
Okay, so what did everybody do? Y'all didn't do anything?
I hate this question because I can never, like, it's going to take me about 5 minutes to remember what I actually.
Because that was so strong.
I'm like, what just happened? I'm like, is it really that funny?
sorry,
I just
you
drew on
guys.
myself. It's just a little rum, y'all.
If you're listening on iTunes, Amanda just took a sip of her drink. She
Missed her
concocted some
mouth.
concoction, okay? I don't know what's in her cup, okay? And she said it was a little too strong, so she looked extra stupid. So
Little
you might want to go to the
ASMR.
YouTube page, Poor Decisions Podcast.
And her breast stink out.
Girl, I wouldn't doubt it.
Well,
Wouldn't.
you know what? Let's go. Do we want to talk about the comedy show that we attended last week when we left last weekend?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys want to give your experience? What was it about? Like, how'd you guys feel?
Oh, I mean, first, okay, great. So what was last week's? Okay, so Josh was on here promoting the comedy show, and actually it was really good. They had one guy that was like literally one of my favorites. So I think his name was Sticks.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of my favorite, and then they had Reggie.
Reg
I
was
think
my
Reggie,
favorite.
he was one of my favorites as well too. Everybody did really good. It was pretty funny. I left early because I was so tired. I was so exhausted that day.
I left
but
with
everyone
her
was pretty good.
because I was sleepy. It
Yeah,
was
that's true.
my
We're
bed
grannies.
past my bedtime. Everybody knows that I go to bed around 9, 10 o'clock.
More like 7, but we're not going to
I get in the bed at 7. I go to sleep around 9 or 10 o'clock. Everybody has to wind down, Kiki.
That's cute. That's how you say looking so young, so fresh.
That's what I'm saying.
So fresh. So,
Oh.
Kiki, what you thought about it? What do y'all think about it?
It was okay. No, what I'm supposed to? Yeah,
I mean, it's just
it was a time. I haven't been to the Studio Movie Grill in a year and a half, so I was excited to be there. And the only thing that I didn't like, I've never been to that location, but they didn't have the reclining seats like the other
no
one.
facts. Yes,
Mine
you
did
said it.
recline like that.
Oh, really? Did you make it recline or
No, but I couldn't get it to come up, so I think
Studio
some of
Movie
them
Girl,
back and some of
Arlington,
them up.
She broke your chair.
Okay.
She didn't want
No,
to.
I was like, wow, I'm the only one back here like this.
no, I wanted to put my feet up and everything.
Yeah, me too.
It
I
had
wanted to
be
get
nice.
comfortable. That was the only thing that I didn't like about it, but it felt good to be back in a theater. It felt like normal, a little bit of normalcy. So, yeah, I don't know where you guys can check that out. We probably should have got some
something.
information before.
I'm sure if they go to probably
Lockdown.
Switch Alert,
Yeah, go to Switch Alert on Instagram,
you gotta have something.
and then
about
he can direct you to that.
Yep.
Okay,
Well,
so can I
sounds
give
that.
my poor decision?
Please.
Okay, so I feel like I still have a little PTSD, okay? So, okay, I'm so sorry, you guys. Now, you guys know that we went to the comedy show last week. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Kiki and I live like right around the corner from
Oh
each
my
other.
God. You don't even get to tell your poor decision.
No. So I made the poor decision to jump in the car with her, okay? I don't know if you guys know that she drives a Charger, and this Charger is kind of like souped up, something like on Tokyo Drift, if you will.
Fair.
I got in this car. I'm shaking now, okay? We almost hit about 5 people. I fucking kid you not. I rode home with Amanda. You was not going to kill me. She drives like she's on a race. That she in a race car. Like she just got the beater in 0.3 seconds. I don't even know. I got whiplash. It's just not good. It's just not good. It was a terrible look. Hey, don't
neck, your back,
ever
your neck and your
Uber.
back.
Yeah, I bet she'd be back in the car with me. Period.
I won't.
And we did not almost hit nobody. They almost hit us.
And
okay?
then she
That
has
was a
road
story,
rage
just in
with a
case.
poor, sweet, innocent white lady, okay? She humped this lady down for 3 minutes.
Not Betty
I was
White.
like this.
Y'all don't do Betty White.
It was not an old lady. She was probably about my age.
I said she was a sweet white woman, and you said, and you did her. I was so embarrassed, you guys, okay? Because we were in Carrollton, okay?
Why did you honk her though?
The
Because
poor lady tried to get over.
it wasn't her time.
It was gonna
She
be
shoulda
her time
waited.
to see the Lord, clearly, because if she would have.
She should have waited till after
was-
I got by. And
I
then
was
she could've
like,
went.
is this really happening? I've never been across somebody that's just like on the horn.
And then she made me mad because she's trying to look ahead. No, look over at me because yes, you were wrong. She's like,
That's how you do.
I was
That's
like-
how you do. I ain't gonna lie. I've been texting driving before, and then people like get on side of me, like I almost swerved. I just dropped my phone real quick. I'm like, I'm not about to let that be the reason. I'm like, I don't know. So sorry.
well, so you're one of them.
So,
It's
you know, if
me.
you guys just want to be safe in life, just don't get in the car with Kiki.
I believe her. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the day we went to the XOXO dining room,
She left us.
girl, I was like, you got a
Smoke.
Hemi in your stuff, girl.
Yes.
You was gone.
And I had to tell my friend about it. She said she must have a Hemi in it. I don't know what she has
she got
in her car.
nitrous in her car.
I don't
Just-
have a Hemi. I don't.
You have a heavy ass foot. That's
Girl,
what it is.
dang you trying to get there.
Cause like, I be trying to beat the GPS time. You know,
I
what
know.
I'm saying? So
Girl, GTA, San Andreas.
Okay.
Girl, you be.
I
gone.
wasn't playing that game for nothing. I was preparing for something. Okay.
Okay. You know, and I also have another poor decision. I'm sorry. It's been a long weekend. I went to Jenny's
I thought
on
you were gonna say she went to
with
jail.
Cockrell
Jenny's.
Hill and 60. What is that? No, Cockrell Hill and 20. Okay, I go in there. I have this nice, pleasant attitude. Okay, you know, I'm losing weight.
day
I'm
is it,
looking
Saturday?
better. No, this is a Sunday. They're playing gospel music. Okay, and the cashier. I want to use the correct pronoun.
Okay.
It was somewhat of a man with a wig.
You
Okay.
gotta they it. You
They
gotta-
it,
you gotta-
okay.
You gotta they it.
So they
get
all had these nasty ass attitudes. I'm like, it's
cashiers?
Sunday and you're playing gospel music. Why do you have an attitude?
Maybe they don't want to work on a Sunday. I mean, like, who wants to work on a Sunday?
Who? Okay, but when you filled out the application, okay, and you told the world that you got the job, okay, where is that person? We want her. We want
Right.
that person.
That person that you already know that's the fake person.
Well,
You
I'm
know, you
just
gotta get the
saying.
job
But you know what?
again.
Then I had to check myself because I feel like that about my job. I had got promoted, and now it's like, oh, I hate this damn job. So I did check
I hope
myself
they
on
don't
it.
Be listening, do they?
I don't give a damn. But I felt the same way. So I felt what
Like,
you
that
were going
wasn't me
through.
that you
But my
seen?
coworkers don't know how I feel because you got to play it off.
Right,
You
you
get what
gotta
I'm
have a pleasant
saying?
attitude,
Yes. And I even and he okay, they had a bad attitude with me, and I was like, hi, how are you? Because my thing is, you know, sometimes when somebody have a bad attitude and you
think-
meet it with a
right.
bad attitude, so it's gonna escalate.
it
So I
worse,
try to
right.
make it de-escalate. So I'm like, hi, how are you doing? Here you go. I'm so serious, and I'm smiling and everything.
hoping it'll rub
And he's
off.
just,
Ooh.
1457, okay?
Oh.
And I'm like, thank you.
Dang. You trying to fight after work? 'Cause
I mean,
what's
I don't know
going
what the
on?
problem was, but not just so much as that cashier. All of them, it was like 8 of them, but only 3 of them were working. The other 2 were having a conversation. One was like this, and the line was just wrapped around.
Shut up.
Yes, and I'm
Nah,
like,
I don't like that.
Where was
that I
Kim?
can
Ain't that her
say.
name? Oh,
yeah,
Jenny.
Kim. Yeah, I don't know where Kim was. I don't know where she was at, but
Kim,
I'm
Jenny,
like, why do
somebody.
y'all? I don't know why they hire, you know, those kind of people, and you see them there, and you can't. It was too obvious, like, you know, and it just kind of sets the morale for the customers because you got an attitude, and now we gonna have an attitude because y'all going slow and having private conversations. But that's all I'm saying. You know, I kind of like Jenny's. They do have the good hair. You know, I needed a hair for a particular style, and that's why I went over there. But other than that,
So you
know,
got some peck hair?
I had to, because you know how Alexa's gonna freak my bob. Don't hate on me.
Hold on. What? Dang, you already getting ready? You just got the braids.
Yeah, I'm a person who changes. Yeah, I have to
Dang.
go.
That's
go-
good
I
that
have
you
2
already
events to
ready.
go to, and the dresses that I've bought, these
Are not
braids don't go.
braids-worthy.
Yeah, they
Right,
don't
that's
go with
fair.
it.
I'm
It's
about to
gonna
get
mess
some
it up,
locks, and I'm
so.
probably gonna get mad about it and just get a bob. I'm gonna have a bob this week.
Yeah.
This is my only wig I got, and then I gotta
She
take it out
got-
the closet.
only wig I got.
Dust it off, and then in a couple of weeks I'm gonna have some locks. I was gonna do it myself, but my hand be cramping up. Then you know I got the injury. Look at my nail.
Your finger is so ugly, and it's really
it's
upsetting
cute.
me.
It's so cute. It's like it looks like a
Is
domino.
that what it? Is that
Or like a
nail
dice.
polish?
Huh?
What is
No,
that?
it's blood. TJ, it's blood.
You
that-
need to go to the doctor.
You think so?
I really do.
You know what? Now that you say it, kind of do look bad.
I thought that was.
It looked better than
polish.
last week though. Look, I gotta do this. I
Thank
can
the
even do that.
Lord.
I can
'Cause you
even
was
do
getting
that.
on my nerves, that little crippled finger.
Anyway, what did y'all do this weekend besides you getting cussed out by people at Jenny's?
Kiki?
Dang, I never.
mistreated.
That's what I was saying earlier. I
She
never
never remembers.
remember.
But you went to work.
From what I stalked you, yes. So you were at
Tell
work.
me what I did, please.
You were at work. You were with your cousins. That's what I saw on Snapchat. Or your brothers.
I got what?
You don't know brothers?
Yeah, I have
She-
two,
Oh,
but
I was
I
like,
wasn't
who
with
was
them.
that? Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. All right. You know what? I feel like I'm blowing up your spot. I just don't even want to.
No, I'm trying to remember what guys did you see on my.
I don't know.
Oh, you did probably see
Maybe
guys.
like
Okay, so
brighter guy?
Friday, huh?
He was like brighter skin, kind of like.
No, I'm not even being funny right now. I'm trying to figure out who you see.
Are you on something?
No, but
Edibles or something?
no, but I just don't remember because I guess
And
when
your
I'm at
energy is
work-
way off.
You got okay. What do your brother look like?
my brothers are one is in prison.
So you
short?
definitely
The light
see
skin.
him.
There's one tall.
They're both tall.
Yeah, he looked like he was tall. He's
But
like
I
a little
did, but
bit
I wasn't
bigger.
with my brothers this week.
Amanda, you sound like
It probably
someone
was
like a
some
stalker.
comedians.
I don't know.
That's all I got. I'm just good with visuals.
It probably was comedians. If you see me.
Oh, I mean like brother homie for sure.
So
maybe I just
yeah,
thought it
that's
was your brother.
probably. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I look like some of them. You know, when you start hanging around people too long, they say that you start to look like them.
Nah, I just figured because he didn't say boo, so I just figured. You know what? Forget it. Anyway, so
Right.
this weekend, I don't know where we're going with you, and I don't even about to mess with it because you know.
So that's basically what I. Okay, so Friday, I actually didn't work Friday, but we had like a little game night
Oh,
at
okay.
Snookies.
Oh, that
And
sounds
so like we
fun.
did dominoes and like did the little flip cup game and just a
Uh-huh.
lot of
Y'all was in
different.
there drunk.
Oh, I was so drunk.
I already know it.
Oh my god.
You can get drunk now?
Yes, all the time, every
Wait.
day almost. Yes,
Dang, girl,
I
you
used to
wanna
not
talk
be
about
able to.
it? Are you okay?
It used to be really sad out here for me, y'all.
Why?
I was not able to get drunk for some reason. Like I could drink a whole bottle of Hennessy.
And she wouldn't feel
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That's
feel nothing.
crazy. You can get drunk.
So now, yeah, I
Meanwhile,
can
your
drink
liver
one.
now
just
you gotta
mad.
watch yourself because now people gonna be trying to Mickey you, and I ain't got
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all I did. And I think Saturday I just chilled because I was just tired. Oh, actually, Saturday I had to go to. My brother's getting married next month, so yeah, we went to go.
Have they been planning, or you just now saying it?
They had been kind of planning, but it
Oh,
wasn't an
okay.
official date or whatever, and they keep changing the date. So anyways, she invited me to go dress shopping with her and her,
Oh,
sisters and stuff
yeah.
like that. So I'm happy that she doesn't like leave me out or whatever. you know,
Right,
But we have a
right.
good relationship anyways. But yeah, I'm super excited for them. I mean, at first I was like, "Oh, my brother getting married. My little brother's getting married before me."
He is the baby.
Yeah, but then I was just like, I'm
How
still
old is
happy.
he?
25.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's a
24
baby.
maybe one of
He's
those.
a baby.
But
He's
then
a
I was just like, well, I'm still so
baby.
happy for them, and you know, my time will
Right.
come one day, so it's no hate. But yeah, I just kind of got over the situation because she seen a dress that she really liked,
Okay.
and then she wanted to go, you know, try some other dresses because she was like, oh, you know, I want to stay between a budget or whatever. I was like, okay, girl, get the dress you want. Like even
Right.
if I gotta put in some money on it, like I want you to have like it's your
Oh, that's
special
so
day.
cool
you know?
and nice of you.
Yeah, so we went to try on some other dresses, but I just wasn't feeling her vibe. Like she was just like, nah, well, you know, like if I'll try it on. I'm like, no, get what you want. I was like, bro, I'm over this. Like, come on, go get the dress. Just let me know what I need to cash up you or whatever because I just wanted her to be happy. And look, she got to deal with my brother for the rest of her life. So that's
It's my
maybe.
deal. She likes it.
No, she
She's
likes
happy.
it. Of course she does. But like, you know, I'm just joking about that. But I'm happy for them though. So yeah, that's what I did Saturday. And I finally got to meet her, you know, her
Her people.
sisters and
Okay.
stuff like that, and they were all cool. And it was like, we got a new sister-in-law, so you
That's
know, we started like a
cool.
little group chat and stuff like that. So everything is good because you know when you like combining families, that don't always like,
It doesn't
I don't-
always
you know?
It
work
doesn't
out.
always go good.
Yeah,
no.
so we're also happy that we can just. It don't feel like
Forced.
a new family. It just feel like, oh, this is just my family. I ain't
kinda
seen in a
gelling.
while.
Right,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Like it feel like
Could
we actually
y'all-
related.
Could y'all be with somebody that your family did not like? Like how family oriented? Well, obviously y'all are close, but how family oriented are y'all? Like if your family was like, I don't like the person for you. could you
I'll
keep
probably kick
going?
my family to the side. I'm be honest.
Yeah, how you feel?
I could be with someone that they didn't like only because.
Sometimes I
it's-
don't like them.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, it's all about the family that you really.
As long as they
create.
don't disrespect.
Right.
Right,
As long as
right.
there's no disrespect.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, I could be with somebody, but then that's gonna be worse on them because I was in that situation. Like you know,
Really?
just you know that situation.
I thought the family liked you.
No, it wasn't me, but you know I was.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was kind of dealing with that, and it just kind of took me away from my family because I'm like, I want to be. This person makes me happy, and
Right.
choose whatever. I'll see y'all later. And then they started to notice, like, oh, you being funny. No, y'all niggas acting funny.
I can't. You know,
Really? Okay. My little brother, God rest his soul, rest in peace. My
Oh,
brother
I'm sorry.
Kenneth. I gave him a hard time you know, with his son's mom. I gave him a hard time. I have to be honest about that. This was about 10 years ago. So I was in my 20s. So as I got older, and my middle brother, he's married. And shout out to my sister-in-law, Tasia, who makes the best banana pudding. And she sells it.
What's her Instagram?
Tasia La Treats. That's what it is. I'm sorry. So that's my sister-in-law. And when I grew up and matured, you know, I was not going to give Tasia a hard time. Yes, I believe my brothers deserve the best and whoever, you know, but it ain't my business and I ain't the one that have to lay up with them. I want them to be happy. You know, I want them to have good marriages. I'm not going to be messy. I'm going to, you know, just be supportive. And that's the role that I take now. But I was that sister, you know, years ago that was like, nobody is good enough for my brother. You're like, and it was what it was, you know, but, you know, now I'm okay with it. And I've also, you know, been in a situation where my ex-husband, his family loved me, brought me in, loved my family. And they all still, even my dad, like, they all still have a relationship with my ex-husband. And now my new boyfriend, it was rocky with his family, very, very rocky. And I know that they didn't care. Not his mom, his sister, you know, in particular. And she knows. We're cool now and we're cordial. But for years, you know, and it was hard on him because he feels like he's in the middle and he's got to take side. Well, this has been my sister. This is always going to be my sister. You're the mother of one of my kids, you know. So, you know, it was kind of difficult. And to be honest, I'm not one of those people to go, well, I don't give a damn if his family don't like me. I'm not one of those people.
Right.
Because I don't want him to feel you know, like, you know, they got to feel like, oh, I got to, you know. And
they got to choose one or the other. There's a family
that's a terrible feeling because I don't want to be put in that position.
I don't know.
You know, I prayed about it and, you know, his sister, you know, I sent her flowers and, you know, swallowed my pride and took accountability in, you know, the falling out that she and I have had. And we're cool and we're cordial and I like to keep it there. Right. I don't want to go back to where it was when we were really, really cool and talking all. I don't want to go back to there because I don't want to offend her in any kind of way anymore. I don't want that. I'm almost 40. I don't want that negative drama crap. I just want
something simple.
You know, blossoms and flowers and pieces and blessings.
Clearly, the people at Jenny's don't want it, but you do.
Yeah, they do want it.
You know, I've been on both sides. So I have literally, my family, y'all know about my family. My family is so, like, welcoming. Like, that's just how my mom's side, they're from New Orleans, so they're just like, you come in, we'll get you something one time. After that, this is your house, like, it's our house. You gotta go get it yourself.
That's so cool.
Like, you gonna eat whatever you want. Like, we don't care you eat the last of it. It was gonna get ate anyway. Because we gonna eat. That's one thing we gonna do. So it doesn't really matter. So when I had, y'all know I only had 2 ex-boyfriends. When I had one, his family did not like me. And part of the reason why they did not like me is because they don't like the way I talk.
What you mean?
I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I talk pretty proper. So they just did not like that about me. They just felt like it was just like I felt like I was too uppity, like I was too much. But trust me, it's stupid. Don't make no sense.
But you hood.
No, you know what? I have a homeboy, stalker. He used to always make fun of me, and he used to be like, "Dang, you know, man, every time you open up, like I didn't want to open my mouth. Like he would take me like to South Dallas, nothing that I haven't done before in my life or been like places that didn't mean nothing. We was 18, we chilled. I would go to places like that all the time. Like I'm not from here, so anybody who bring me there, that's where they're really from. So it don't bother me. Like nothing like that bothers me. And he would always be like, yeah, don't say nothing to Amanda because you know how you are. Like, since I open my mouth, people
How are you? I've never gotten this vibe.
You know, my homegirls is the same thing, but I am subconscious of it just because I know I can't change the way I am, but his family did me. Like, they'd be like, oh, yeah, you know, she talks like, oh, yeah. Or like, you usually know when people mimic what you say after you say it. That's how you really be known. Because you'd be like, oh, yeah, well, actually. You'd be like, oh, for real?
Well, see, my sister is like a valley girl. So I guess that's why it doesn't bother me. And she really talks like this. Hi, Amber. I love you so much. You're my sister. Yeah, my sister talks like that. And I don't make fun of her, but I'm like, my sister is dark skinned, like, you know.
You're aware of it.
But when you listen to her, you're going to think, you know, Valley Girl, and that's the name of her business in California. Okay. Valley Girl Tan. Shout out to Valley Girl Tan. That's my baby.
Ooh, she's smart.
Yeah,
Real
she really
smart.
is.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't get that from you. Anytime I talk to anybody about you, I'm like, Amanda is just so cool. She don't make me feel like she's threatened by me. Like, she welcomed me in. Yeah, I always say that. Like, your personality is like a mixture in between me and Key, which her energy is off, so I don't know. Maybe she needs some sexual healing.
Sorry. No, listen. My braids are tight. I'm tender-headed. Like I'm my neck stiff. I'm just like,
yeah, you like,
I'm
like
just
a
looking.
Chinese,
I'm just like,
hood rat over here.
That's the first day I had my braids, and they weren't even tight. It was just too many of them. I just didn't want them on my face.
It's just like I'm here.
Well, you look gorgeous. Get on yourself.
Thank you. I want to see
more class. Yes.
We want to see all that.
Look, so I have had both sides. I've been not liked. I have received people well, and I feel like in my age, I would really be sad. I would still talk to the person, but I would be so sad if the person that I really loved and wanted to be with did not get along with my family. Like,
Yeah.
I would be hurt because I'm such a family person. Like, we
Right.
ride
Like
for
you
each
don't
other.
wanna, you don't wanna.
Right.
It's just you don't wanna be. It's too like I don't
It's
know.
too
I'm just
much.
getting too old now. It's too straining and stressful when people you can't have certain people in the same room because it's gonna be this sad.
Right,
And my
right.
family, my mom's side of the family, we are not like that at all because we so South Dallas. We can't judge nobody.
Right.
Okay, so we're so non-judgmental. If
Look.
anything, you're gonna be taken aback. Like, did he just
Y'all,
cuss her out? Yeah, he did.
I
And that's
had-
my,
I
my
had met
stepdad.
my
Shout out
little
Bobby
boo.
Joe. That's my baby.
Bobby Joe.
But that's my daddy, Bobby Joe. Everybody know Bob Wire. That's my daddy, you know. But and he crazy, but that's what it is. So Key, what kind of topics you want to talk about today?
Right.
I don't really have a topic, but you know I do have my thought of the day or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
What's going
Thought
on with
of
you?
the day. Let's see what buttons I want to use for that.
Lord, learn the buttons.
But it's
Last
gonna be our
time.
new button. This is gonna be the new button for Key's thought of the day. Go ahead, baby. girl.
Okay.
I'm gonna just bring it in
So
randomly.
we was talking about love and like dating and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
kind of what this episode
Oh, you
has
want
been
this one?
about.
Okay.
on me. Pull up.
Nah, that one.
That one don't go.
That one don't go.
Yeah.
That,
to
that
learn.
one really don't go.
What about
But-
this one?
okay,
I ain't
let's
about to
see.
play with her because she gonna lose her mind. Her
Should we
train
just,
of thought.
nah, that one's not that good.
This
Okay,
girl.
well let me just tell
Sorry, you
y'all.
guys.
Did my bun just fall? Oh, sorry.
No.
Okay, so
I'll tell you if it do.
y'all know I love me some Dexter. Oh my God, he's so fine. Okay,
Who's
so
Dexter?
anyway,
Who the hell is Dexter?
y'all ain't never watched Dexter before with the
Laboratory?
serial killer.
Girl, the white man who be killing
Oh.
everybody. You're
Yes.
crazy.
So I finished that whole thing or whatever,
I finished
and
that too. That was good.
like a long time ago, and I wanted to go back and watch it, but they took it off Netflix for some reason.
Uh-huh.
Probably because we're getting a little too crazy. But anyways, so my question to y'all was that: do you think that you could date a serial like serial that you
And I
eat,
know that he's
serial
serial killer.
Yes.
I know that he killing people. Hell no.
It's like
I'm gonna turn him in.
I'm not gonna
and
lie
hope
to
there's
you.
a reward.
I wonder.
Oh my God.
Last episode, I wondered about you.
Have you ever watched Dexter though?
No.
He was only killing people. Like okay, he actually worked for was it LA?
He worked for Miami PD.
Miami,
right?
okay.
So anytime a killer would get away, it
Yeah.
started off at first that what he would
Oh.
do is go kill the killer who got away.
Oh,
So he was
okay.
killing bad
Because
people.
it takes one to know one.
But he
so
still
you
is a
find
serial
them.
killer. Yeah, so he
Right.
but he would have killed, but he was raised right, so he was like, let me try to kill in the right way, which I know it ain't really no reason to,
This shit
but
is
so he was killing
twisted.
bad people.
That
So
was a
yeah,
good show. But then all of a sudden he started catching the people before the cops, like towards the end.
Where
of
can
the-
I watch this stupid show?
Girl,
I don't
hell.
even know. Maybe
You think Prime,
Prime,
may have it?
maybe
or
have it
HBO
now.
Max?
because it was on Netflix, but they took it off for some reason. I was like, I really wanted to watch it, but I just love Dexter. I have a thing for guys with red hair, like
You got a thing for
Now
crazy
hold on.
stuff.
Well, hold on. I'm with you on that.
yeah,
I like, what do they call them? White people call them something. They're like, oh, gingers.
yeah, gingers,
I'm into gingers. I think they're cool.
Yeah.
They got little freckles and stuff.
Even like I like white guys with like white gingers, and I love like light skinned guys who ginger, like black.
you know, I don't know. That's just too many flavors at once.
You like, that's what you like?
I mean, I like all guys.
Oh.
I find guys attractive.
I mean,
I'm
but that's
just
your
saying,
type?
Like,
Like if a white guy.
if I see him in the room and around a whole bunch of
Oh, it's on
If you
Hulu.
were someone you know is a white
Oh,
man
it's on
with
Sling
red
too.
hair.
I got Sling too.
okay, yeah,
Please
have all
DM Poor
these.
Decisions podcast.
So, yeah, you
is
have to watch.
Two eyes after the sea.
you have to watch that. So yeah.
I don't know, because you're talking about somebody killing somebody. And,
But what was you gonna say? You said you was wondering about me from last episode.
Yeah, so I'm concerned, and I it's coming from a place of love. Okay, so although I did seem as though I would be the crazy one just because of my love for horror, you have taken the torch. This is the Olympics, and you have the gold medal in Psycho because I'm trying to understand why. Okay, so would you date a serial killer boyfriend who knew what he was doing, but he was doing it the way Dexter is doing it?
Yeah, I would.
So you're going to be an accomplice.
No, I'm gonna do that. No, like what he do, we don't even got to talk about it or whatever.
Come home,
It ain't
your
got
work
nothing to do with me.
outside,
Just,
sir.
Yeah, keep your work outside the house.
They gonna
Don't
come
bring
home,
nothing inside.
bust through the door with mud and blood. Be like,
First of all, I don't want the karma from him doing this. I don't want, because you still can't police. You can't do that in that way. So, no, I don't want to.
But honestly, he did it. Okay, I don't really want to tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you this part. Okay,
because he did have that girl.
but because he did find somebody that he was in love with, and the karma came back, and they ended up killing her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want the karma from that.
See, okay, what I liked about him, what's so interesting is that one guy, that black guy, the guy who was like surprised. Dang, the black guy that used to work with him on the police force. He was the only person Dexter said that knew who he was. Like could tell he was psycho.
Really?
Yeah, everyone else was like he was like. I think for sociopaths, it's hard for them to like imitate emotion because they don't have any. They don't feel nothing.
Right.
So it's like you like so you're nodding, so I'll be like So I'm trying to do what y'all are doing, like something like that. And so he said this one black guy on the force, he was the only person. He's like, you know what, you're a weird dude. He's like, something wrong about you. Like, something's really off. And he ended up killing him. He had to kill him because he don't know what to do. Yeah. He's like, man, out of all people in this office, he's the only one who know. Like, and he's a police officer.
Okay.
Police officer, yeah. So,
But the
okay,
show's
my
so
answer
good.
is the show is very good.
I will
love
watch
Dexter.
it. I will give you guys my take on it next
You'll love
week.
it. It gets
if
stupid
it's
like,
really
towards
weird.
the end.
Yeah,
Because
because after
you-
too many seasons,
They
the
ain't got nothing else
writers.
to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Because you told me to watch that stupid show, and
Did y'all watch
Joe.
you?
You know
I
what?
never watched you.
Joe is behind, like, way back there compared to Dexter.
No,
but
Dexter, he real with it.
Dexter,
Really?
He was out there thugging. And he was smart and calculated. But
so
I'm going to be
smart.
honest with you. And although you've given your answer, and I appreciate your honesty, no, nigga, hell no. Because I cannot date a serial killer because, for one, I dream a lot.
Right.
And I feel like whoever I'm connected to, I'm going to have dreams of stuff that they did.
I will have
Like-
to sleep like this.
No.
Like, nigga, what you move?
I mean,
no.
I think
I told you no wire hangers. Like,
I think I would be low key thinking like, could he, switch on me one day? I don't know.
And will.
But
because one day he just might have to. But Dexter didn't switch on nobody.
yeah,
What's
he
her name?
really didn't.
Lorena. Aina.
I have to watch this
I don't know
stupid
what her
show,
name was.
dude.
Y'all, I have a question.
Okay.
So this is about my personal life. So I have a best friend. Well, I have an ex-best friend, right? So we used to be friends since we was like 15 years old.
Okay.
We fell out completely, right? And it's like for just you just have like a couple little straws and be like, okay, that's his last straw, whatever.
Right.
So she recently texted me last week, and she was just saying, hey, what's up? Have y'all ever been in a situation like that where y'all like have cut somebody off? Friends though, not guys, because guys are different.
Right.
Because I could be like, nah, but friends mean more to me, I think, and sometimes. So have y'all ever a situation where y'all fell out with a friend and then they came back and y'all worked it out and it was a good friendship, or is it always like you cut the person off for a reason, let them go?
Okay, so I have a friend, my oldest friend. We have been friends since elementary, and I still call her friend, but we really don't hang out. We were friends for so many years, and long story short, she got mad at me because I didn't want to go to the club, and I was with Joe, and I wanted to be up under Joe, and she got mad at me, and then she like went on Facebook and Instagram, was talking about my eyebrows, in which I really couldn't draw them back then. No, seriously,
It's a true story for real.
Yes, and I'm just using this tone of voice to make it light. But so I went about 4 years without talking to her because I just really don't play. Because she went on Facebook, and the thing about with her is, and she's on my page now, and I still have love for her. A lot of people say, I don't know why you still love her, but I still have love for her because she is the oldest person that I know, right?
Same.
But she went like so hard on me on Facebook. So hard on me on Facebook. I wish you just stopped drinking this nasty ass drink, okay? But anyway.
I'm really laughing because of you, because like, she went so hard
She
on me.
went
She's like,
hard.
Your eyebrows.
Yes.
suck."
Like, dear Mr. President. No. She went hard. Like, different statuses. Like, she went hard on me.
I never knew that story.
I don't know why, because you stayed with me for like a week during this time when this happened. So I don't remember you when I was living in Rolling Hills. But anyways,
I remember.
so I want everybody to be able to talk about
that.
that.
Hold on, let me turn.
I mean, why you admit on my damn story?
No, I'm gonna edit it out. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
Give me a second.
So anyway, so she was writing all these things, and she was the kind of person. What I wanted to get to is whatever you have told her in confidence. It could be anything. Oh, I think he's cheating on me, or oh, anything. She's gonna throw that back in your face, and not just so much with me. She's done this to like 5 other people that we know. This is what she do when she gets mad. She holds it in.
Her sign?
She is a Libra. So she did all of that. I went about 4 years without talking to her. She inboxed me and, apologized. I accepted the apology, but the relationship can never go back to the way it was. And she tries, like she'll, I would talk to her maybe once every couple months, and it's about business. It's always about business. It's never anything personal. So therefore, I can't have that friendship with you because I can't be,
myself with you.
I have to kind of
You gotta be
censor.
careful
Yes,
what you
what
say.
I say.
Yeah.
So if I can't be all the way open and real with you, we can't be friends like that because I gotta watch what
What's
I say.
the point of hanging around with you if I can't?
And I have to side eye you, so the relationship doesn't go back. And the same thing happened with me and my boyfriend's sister. We went back and forth on that was an equal one right there because she was not my friend. No, not ironic. But we went back and forth on Facebook, and it with me and she's the same way. She's really, we really have so many things in common, which is so retarded, and I don't know why we didn't like each other. We have so too much in common. But she's like me, like, okay, no, I can't even let you get close back because once if that happens again, we don't let the thing we don't let you make the same mistake with us twice. Like we just like, bitch, I gotta watch you. And that's just what it is.
It scares me because the way our friendship ended was like she would not agree with this. Like she was the type of person that she'll do this. Like let's say we all get into it, she's gonna take to the internet and she's like and find a quote that supports what she feels like happened.
And once that happens, I can't do nothing. Once you let it hit there, now we can handle it privately. But once it hits in the world knows, girl, bye.
And I think too, like you ever have a friend who just like we would hang out and I could feel like she didn't like me anymore. Yeah. As a friend, like I could feel like something about me she just did not like. Like we would be out and she'd be dead like this the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, girl, because she's like, oh. I'm like, am I taking you on a date? Like, if I'm your sugar daddy, just say that. But it would be like things like that. She was going through a really hard time at the time. So initially, I was like, okay, she's going through a really hard time, whatever. Then after a while, I was like, bro, you're tripping. Like, I just stopped being friends with her. And recently, she's like, hey, I just want to apologize. But it took a while for her to apologize. Like, when I tell you, like, when I was over, like, I had unblocked her because she blocked me. Like, went off on me, blocked me. And I was like, oh, okay, bet. Like, I hardly ever block people. I'm like, nah, I think you deserve it this time. So I blocked her, whatever. And she's like, well, how could you block me? She was, like, emailing me, like, all these crazy things. Anyway, whatever. It's so much and it's so long.
Dang, if she emailed.
We don't have the time.
I feel like that's just too far.
That's going a little bit, But, I mean, like, if you guys have been friends for, all those years, I don't know. I just can't. I know we're not supposed to be like that. We're supposed. You actually are supposed to forgive and go right back to the way it was. It's supposed to do that. I've read that biblically that we're supposed to do that. It's just so hard, and I pray about that all the time because she would like a relationship with me. She always, you never invite me, and I'm like, no one likes you. But
look, I ain't gonna lie. Like literally, I was her only friend, and nothing is wrong with that. I'm not talking about her because she didn't have that many friends. The point is, like, do you not see what you do to other people? Like, people for years would be like, Amanda, oh my goodness. Like, I'm like, no, like, no matter what, this is my ride, that's my homie, whatever. Until eventually, I just was like, okay, I can't do this no more. Like, and then I think for me, as you get to a certain age, you start to realize, like, it doesn't matter what somebody says about you anymore.
Right.
Because you really never want someone to give, like, the bad narrative of what happened or to assassinate your character, and you can't do that. You always want to try to change that, but it's like...
Now I don't give a damn.
No, exactly. So
I don't give a damn about friends. Let me tell you something. I have my best friend for 16 years. She will tell you, that bitch don't care about it. I don't give a damn. Girl, fuck you. I'm sorry, but it takes too much out of me.
That's how I get when I'm really done.
I just can't. I don't give a damn. I will cut you off. I will block you. I will not ever talk to you again. I could see you in person. I'm going to look at you just like this. You better ask Kiki. I can do it. It is a learned craft that I could do that because it's too much stress and I don't have time for that. Life is too short. Now, however, I no longer hold grudges. Okay, now I was a person I could go years without talking to your ass, and I don't even care. You could die. Oh, she did? Okay.
Right.
But now I am becoming a better person with that, so I can be cordial and I can be in the same setting, and you ain't gonna feel no kind of bad vibes off of me. I would pray not to feel them off of you, but I'm going to meet everybody with love and with peace and with kindness because I ain't got time. Life is too short, and I've lost too many people, and I don't want to. Like, I just really don't want to.
I've dealt with that recently.
Oh,
that friendship.
But doesn't it hurt though?
It does because you
hurt,
feel like
kind of like a breakup.
Because you act like you just could not let that relationship go. I have been saying this. I go on record. I have been saying this. What's this? 2021? At least since 2015, 14, 15. Okay, ish. That wasn't your friend.
Wait, this is. But what's the general summary T on this one?
Okay, so we have been friends since high school. So I just felt like this is supposed to be my forever friend. You
I know
one person. Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
After that.
Girl, I was like, who is it? Let me see. Get on Facebook.
But we supposed to be I just felt like regardless of whatever she did, whatever, that was my favorite friend. And people, I don't even really talk about people like that. Like, if it's just something about them, I'm like, look, we'll figure it out one day.
Right.
But people who would just be around her for a second, like, you could come around her for a second and then later you would hit me up and be like, I don't think she your friend, or I think she hating on you. I'm like, y'all just don't know her. Like,
would she say like little side comments and stuff?
Little stuff, or just the way that she would act. Yeah, her energy.
I don't like that.
Just things that the way that she would act, or sometimes she'll be like, why would we go somewhere people only pay you attention? And I'm just like, smile, bitch. Like, do something like that's gonna make people like. Cause when I come in a room, like I may
You
be
light it
shy,
up.
I may be nervous sometimes because
Your
I meet new
energy
people.
can light it up.
Yeah, but
So,
your
yeah.
energy is like really neutral because you don't care about a lot, but you know your family and your money. But so when
That
she
laugh
walks,
was evil.
when she go into a
it's true.
room, you know, people don't get intimidated. Women don't get intimidated. They actually want to flock to you and get to know who you are. Amanda, you
rare.
have that as well too. You don't intimidate. You just like welcoming and,
hey.
and
Send this thing.
non-judgmental.
Yeah.
You know, so
Dang.
And then sometimes also when I
Teachers
come
have all the
in a room,
compliments today.
people I'm a question mark. I feel like because
Right.
they'll see me. I'm like, oh, she done up. She did. She might be stuck up or whatever. And then when they hear me start talking, they be like, oh, hey girl, like, hey girl.
Nah, facts.
You
yeah,
know,
but
so
you
yeah.
never give off that to me though.
Because I got that
love
lately,
you.
like, well, yeah, because you know me, of course.
No, but I mean, because you just always have been down to earth. Like, a little
People
weird,
think,
but
people
you know.
think pretty people who know how to do their makeup be stuck
Yeah,
up.
are stuck
I don't know
up,
why
yeah,
those
yeah.
two together. Pretty people alone stuck up.
I don't think pretty. I like when I meet
don't think
another
so.
woman and she's
Right.
pretty. I want to be her friend.
Right.
I don't
That's
get
how I feel,
intimidated.
but-
you know,
I guess when people actually do,
I don't like ugly people.
when people, anyways,
don't.
when people actually do get to know me, like they'll tell me. When I first met you, I thought you was gonna be stuck up. I thought this, I thought that. I'm like, what?
I wish somebody would say that about me. People they love just coming up and talk to me. I'd be like, but now what if I just wanted to cuss you out? No, I don't even kid. Like when I go out, sometimes I'm like, it don't work. Like something about
Yeah.
like the Teddy Graham-ness of my face. People just be like, okay, sugar, that dress you wearing, look at the little speckles. I'm like, oh my gosh, like
Yeah.
Sometimes I could be a little standoffish.
Yeah,
So,
I
I
feel
want
like I
that
have to
energy. I want it.
I don't try to. It's sometimes I have other things going on in my head. So I have a lot going on right now. So sometimes people, and I'll check myself. I'm good about this because I don't like to be checked. So even when I was a kid, like I didn't get many ass whoopings because I'm gonna check myself. I'm
got
like,
them
you know,
all.
I don't like to be checked. So
I got all the ones you ain't getting.
yeah,
Right.
I'll be like, okay, Tina, your face, you got the resting bitch face, fix it. Oh, hey, how you doing? Let me give some eye contact. Let me be a giver. Let me be, you know, because I know I got that resting bitch face. My kid has it too. My oldest, Lord have mercy. That's why she don't have no friends, Lord. I have
She
to
really
pray.
don't.
She has no friends but me and her boyfriend, okay?
That's all she needs. She be
And
all
her
right.
sisters, but
Oh, she'll
yeah,
be
I
good.
mean, yeah, but it's like sometimes she would like to do stuff, you know, outside of you know
Yeah,
family,
and stuff.
and her
Yeah.
Makes it
boyfriend.
difficult.
But I wanted to ask y'all, like, because over the weekend I was listening to Mary J. Blige's song, and one of them songs, I don't know if anybody in this room has watched her documentary on Prime Video,
No, you
and
said
she,
something about it.
yeah,
She
she
said anybody in
discusses
this room, like it's not just
because it's above y'all.
We
You know,
got
y'all
an
young, y'all
audience-
90s
we got an
babies.
audience.
But I'm saying because she went over and she talked about her album, What's the 411? Not What's the 411. Dang, what's that damn album? And I knew it. I'm sorry, but her second album, and it was some
look.
songs in there about when she was dating Casey from Casey and JoJo, whatever, or Jodeci.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I'm going through and I'm listening to this song, and if you listen to that album, My Life, that's the album. If you listen to the album, you can feel the pain. Now, this album came out when I was about in the 6th grade. It ain't nowhere in hell I should have been listening to these
That's
songs
how it be, though.
because it gave me a false sense of what love was supposed to feel like not physical pain, but like there should be some tears around here somewhere. I'm
Right.
not feeling the
Having
emotion,
a
sir.
really good day. I don't think you really love me.
Yeah, that.
You haven't called
so
me
I'm
back
like, I
once.
should have never been listening to this kind of music. Is there any song that y'all can think of in your past, like when you were a kid, that you know you shouldn't have been listening to?
R. Kelly, the whole was it 12 play, 4 play, whatever album that is, knew all the words. And my mom, she had just got saved, and she was like, that's when she's like, God told her basically, like, we were singing the songs back to her, like, I don't see nothing wrong. And she was like, that's when I realized I should listen to this music around y'all. But we did the whole thing.
The song for me, and I'll never forget. It was the group Immature.
Uh-huh.
And then
What
they
song?
had First Time or something like.
Okay.
Like your
My
first
very
time.
first in the house.
No, wait,
on the
what-
couch.
Okay, maybe. Okay, wait.
I
That's
don't know
different
what the fuck
songs,
she's
right?
singing.
Oh.
Ain't nothing like that. Oh wait, that's a new song. You're right. She got the right song. I'm thinking about something else.
You
But it
freak.
was that song. It was that song. It was that song. And I'm just singing it because like I think I'm like 7 or 8 at the time. I don't know. And I was like, you need some. You better not sing that song no more. I'm gonna beat your ass. Whatever. Da, da, da. You ain't had no first
Where I
time. You ain't
learned
gonna have
it.
no first time. Like, hey. And then I didn't really even know
Know
what
what
the first
the-
time
yeah.
was. And then but now I think about it. How you gonna tell me I ain't gonna have no first time?
I didn't pass the first. We on the 51st. Listen, anyway, just kidding, Mom.
Still a virgin.
Right. No, facts. Be hard.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to. I have to cuss my mama out. I went over there. We have a great relationship. Okay. I was like, you are not a really good mom. Okay, because I was walking around singing all these kind of songs, and it's just. I mean, and I know my stepdad used to be like, don't sing that, and I'm like, but why? You know, like I didn't, understand. But because I was talking to one of my clients, and she's this beautiful girl. We call her Baby Beyonce. This girl is so beautiful, beautiful spirit, like beautiful outside and inside. Okay, beautiful lady, and she's just single, and I was like, not so much as what is wrong with you. But I'm like, I'm like, and I don't want to say her name, but I'm like, you are so beautiful. You are like, you're a good mom. I'm just telling her all these things.
She's talking about me.
No, you're not a mom. I don't know. Someone of a flood, but I'm not sure. But no, but I'm just telling her these things, and I'm like, well, it may be that because what you're telling me about this guy is that you have a false sense of what love is. You think love is supposed to be all flowers and pretty and nice, and it's just not that. Love is a sacrifice. So anybody who's in your life or trying to be in your life and is sacrificing time, money, energy, effort, just any of these things, that's love. Like, it's not going to be all, all passionate all the time. Some damn time you may not even like the man.
I think that's my problem.
I'm just saying, and I thought it might have been, interesting. I told her, so I'm going to talk about it on the show because there's no telling how many women who have this false sense of, love in their head, like, and waiting, and you 40, 50 years old, and like, I ain't met the right one, bitch. You met him like 20 niggas ago, okay? I'm so sorry, you guys. Y'all know I gotta be me. But I'm just saying, because sometimes, you gotta like chill out, and I used to give Joe the hardest time because our relationship didn't mirror what I saw on Facebook or what I read on a meme, right? I gave him the hardest damn time. Nigga, we've been together 5 years, okay? Why aren't we married? I'll get upset. However, the first two, we ain't even too much really like each other because we were breaking it in baggage from when we was just kicking it.
True.
So we had to get that straightened. I was into it with his sister for 2 years, so the family is divided. You get what I'm saying? So these last 2 years have been the best because once I stopped comparing our relationship to what I saw on Facebook and Instagram, and I got to being appreciative of what I had, like, okay, I guess he do really love me. Joe do a lot for me and my children. We only share one child together. I have 2 older kids from a previous marriage. But he do a lot for me. And I'm like, oh, with no question asked. And I listen to a lot of what everybody else go through. I'm like, these bitches got real problems.
No,
okay, I don't have those kind of problems. Okay. So let me just chill out. Let me sit back. Let me relax. Let me enjoy what I have, right now. And I that's all I'm saying. Just kind of look at it, examine it. Get off of social media when it comes to that love crap, because them niggas be lying. Because all the ones that's married be in my inboxes. I'm just telling y'all, okay, just because it ain't what it seems, what it's all cracked up to be, or what it may look like. Look at your situation, evaluate you and that person, and then take it from there. I don't know about you, because you have a lot of options. I'm so happy for you. I was so happy when you dropped the weight. What? I ain't supposed to talk about the options.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just saying.
What they named?
What's
my options? Cause
you got rid of them already. Oh, damn, the turnaround time with her is just impeccable.
Did they get rid of themselves? That's how it be.
You played yourself, okay?
You played yourself.
You already know my thing. Like, I don't want to say I pick at things, but we talked about it on last show. You like, if they put their sock on wrong.
You used to be so like, it could be anything. I'm like, why did this man breathe? Why does he do this?
Are you scared? Are you scared of love?
No, I'm not. I was in a relationship for a minute. I feel like that was
he
a minute.
Messed it up all by himself. I was rooting for you.
He is not bald.
Is he young and bald?
No.
20 something. Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
I was rooting for you.
We were all.
And he be watching the show. He was like, I heard something you said on the show. I was like,
oh, you really watch it?
I'm sorry, Dallas.
I wonder if my
wink. Wink.
I wonder if my boo watch it. Hey.
Well, he not my boo, but like he was just like, hey, he reached out and he was just like, hey, watch your show. He's like,
yeah, because he wants to be back in your life. I wanted it to work. I wanted it to work so bad because I had never seen you like that with a guy. I had never seen you. Like, you always, oh my God, this one time, let me tell y'all. This one time she went on a date with this guy. And I used to work at Williams on part-time because I was in college. Okay, I want you guys to know that. So don't just
Sounds
think I was a Williams
delicious.
chicken head, okay? So I was like, yeah, Kiki was staying with me because this is my favorite cousin. So she was staying with me. So her and her dude come up to my job and get some free chicken. So I was like, I'll meet you at the house. Girl, I get to the house, Amanda. Let me tell you. First, when she came up there, she was driving her car.
She's literally
But
about to
then
melt
when I
from
pulled up
embarrassment.
and when they pulled up, he was driving her car. She was on the passenger. She was like, yeah. That's my babe. I was like, okay.
You are so. Is that for real? You was
Yes.
in love?
Yeah, she was. And I was like, why is he driving your car?
I wasn't all happy. Like she kind of over
They
exaggerated
had,
the story.
I
they
don't
had the
know.
music bumping. She was
No,
like,
because I don't even like to remember that night because that night turned bad because
What happened?
he got mad at her. He got mad at her. What? Because you can't. You should
First of all,
TJ is crying.
First of all, TJ locked us out, so he
That
was
was an accident.
He thought he was Spider-Man trying to climb up the balcony to let us back in the front. I'm just like, oh my god, he about to kill himself, and I'm not gonna know what to do. I'll be stuck on this balcony by myself. Then
I'm so
after
sorry.
that, I know you making me hot too because that
I'm
was
so
funny.
sorry, y'all.
Y'all need to
Okay,
okay,
so-
I can turn it.
Then he got mad because, I had took him home. I used to talk to niggas in here. So
She took him home. Did he throw a piece of chicken at you or something? He did something.
Piggy, stop
he
lying.
threw the leftover chicken that we got for free. I was like, not do my cousin chicken like that. Period.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
So,
Okay.
yeah, that boy was crazy.
It was a wing or a
that
drum?
whole
It was
year.
some tenders.
That whole year, you had some jacked up dudes.
I really
And-
did.
oh my! It was like everyone, like right after the next, they got worse
Oh,
and
man,
worse.
it was some
No, for real.
tenders.
But yeah, he threw them tenders at me because he was mad because she had called me and we wanted to talk on the phone on my way home. And so he was like, I wanted to talk to you on the phone on your way home. And I'm just like, dang, my nigga, like,
Why is he so protective?
He was
didn't-
so
he didn't- he literally
weird.
didn't
Whatever
want to
happened to
do
him?
nothing. I don't know.
Hopefully he harassing somebody
That
else.
nigga was
That's a very
crazy.
bad sign,
Like,
though. That's a very
y'all-
bad sign.
No, y'all, that
Oh,
night,
y'all, I just wish y'all could see
he-
the picture in my head when she was on the passenger side of her car.
I did not look like
And
she
chicken
already
tender
said-
came through the other side. That's
Man.
crazy.
Yeah, he threw the whole box of chicken tenders at my car. Because of her. Because she wanted to talk to me. He threw the whole box. I was like, ooh! So I almost ran into the, because he said that he had his own apartment, so I almost ran into the rent office.
I would have been hot.
I almost ran into the rent
so
office trying to get
sorry.
away from this nigga because I'm just like, this nigga is
I really
crazy.
would have been hot because he wasted the chicken tenders.
No, for real, I was so mad 'cause I'm like, my cousin did not have to do that.
Right.
So, but no,
Oh, it was such a fun
she's
summer,
really
you guys.
crying.
that was a fun summer. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, look, she over here crying.
She's really
Because
crying.
the way you look, you said,
I did not look like this.
he said, when he was back.
No, wait. What I had a HHR, not in the HHR.
What's the HH? Oh, it's about the
kinda
big
like
little Hummer thing?
It kind of looked like a
so
Jeep Cruiser,
stupid.
kinda.
Girl, let me Google this. I thought you meant like a little like a Hummer.
HHR, no.
They look so
HHR.
dumb parking that car like that.
They slab park at
She
Williams.
used to laugh at this. Look, that's why I really don't even know. Like, is our love for each other really genuine? Because like all she did was laugh at me my whole life about everything.
Oh yeah, I have seen these before. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I had.
I thought it was a Hummer for some reason.
Oh,
Like,
I'm
nah,
so
not a
sorry, you
Hummer.
guys. You just have to see the picture, man. I had to get somebody to draw this picture so
Honestly.
y'all can see how this girl was looking.
like a caricature, please do.
Oh my god.
Y'all, I don't know if I had those problems in love, but I definitely have had like the opposite. You know, normal daddy issues be like, I'm gonna let men run over me. Like I've had the opposite, where I just be like, I'm about to play everybody to even talk to me. I don't care who you are. I'm about to ruin your life.
because
you wanna do
because of
that?
daddy
Huh?
issues.
Yeah, because I just feel like like hating men, that type of thing.
Really?
And yeah,
I
I,
feel
know,
like-
surprised.
I feel like I let my dad play a big part
That's your first
in-
love,
in
whether you want it
my
or not.
in how I look at guys because I remember like my mama, she the uptight parent, and my daddy was always like,
Same.
we finna have fun. But then it was kind of like we would have like he's big on family, so we would have fun during the day. But then once he got high and drunk in the end of the night, he always ruined stuff.
Right.
Like he would just reckless, and so I'm like, I'm never gonna date a guy who smokes or drinks or does
Right.
this and does that. And oh, if he talk like my daddy, I can't. He dressed like my daddy. She walk, whatever.
Right.
I think that's where I got that from. Like whatever they do, like my
Oh.
dad.
And you
I
know
was
what the
like, I'm
weird
not.
part is? I was the opposite. So I was always like, oh, you remind me of my dad. Things that I liked about him, because my dad was a really good father, like for our childhood.
Okay.
But he had a really bad temper as well. So the thing about it is like we would have a good time, but if he start getting mad, it's time to go home.
Start
are
drinking
home.
from my dad. Yeah.
See, but at least I be feeling like this. So I've known a lot of people who have parents who have substance abuse issues and stuff like that, and I always felt to myself like my dad was never on drugs or drinking. He's a very healthy man, and so sometimes I'd be thinking like, so you did this sober, so you just in here wilding like with your right mind, like
At least my daddy had an excuse.
right now.
My stepdad is a drinker from 8 a.m. to the next 8 a.m. Okay,
my
yeah,
stomach hurt
but
for
he knows how to. He's a functional alcoholic. Okay, and
doing it since he was a baby.
Yeah, probably. And dealing with him, I don't know if I get a mixture because my biological father, who's in my life, my dad, and I don't really like posting my dad because everybody say my dad fine, and I don't like it. We're not gonna do that, okay? His name is Marcus.
If your daddy
Shout out
fine,
to my
your daddy
daddy. I
fine.
love my dad.
Not Mr. Marcus.
My dad is like he was the best dad that he could have possibly been. I don't think that. My dad good because my dad, graduated college. Like he expected a lot out of us. He does, up until maybe, a few years ago, my dad was still giving me $1,000, for my birthday. My dad, we kind of spoiled, me and my sisters, by my dad. My dad is really good. My dad's a really good dude.
I can't remember the last time my dad even gave me anything.
But a lot of people say that, and I'm like, we're in our 30s, and if we don't even have to ask, Daddy gonna be like, okay, here you go, and he's just that kind of man, and he's like that with my stepmom too. I mean, they have a great relationship. I love my parents, whatever. But I have the mixture. I have because my stepdaddy was kind of crazy. He'll cuss you out in a minute, but my dad is very proper. My dad's a very
That's
proper
interesting.
college graduates, all that kind of stuff. My dad, he made drink a beer, a little
so
bit.
your mom went this way.
She
My mom
did
went
because
like
she
this.
said that if she would have married my daddy, then she would have cheated on him. And I was like, so you was a hoe. And me and my mama, we talk like that.
I was a hoe.
We talk to each other like that. But I have a mixture. That's what I'm saying. So I guess I always kind of pick, and y'all make me think about this. I always kind of go right in between, a little bit of both. Because I love them both so much, so dearly. I love both of my dad, and I call both of them daddy. I actually do. But I think I pick the middle man.
See, but I think that's a good place to be because I feel like I do pick people like my dad, but in a way, but also I feel you. And I'm going to tell you why I feel you because so my mom was me and my dad. We have 9 minutes, y'all. My mom was me and my dad, and then she married my stepdad, and my stepdad was just like different. My dad was a very much like a very involved father for us, but as a husband, really, but my stepdad, he will literally like do anything for my mom. Like she wants for nothing. Like he
that's the opposite.
spoils her.
Really?
Like, yes, spoils. Like he treats her like a princess, a queen, whatever. Like that was her present for being with my dad for so long. And I feel like I'm more in the middle.
Yeah.
Because I want my husband to be also a father, but a good husband as well too. Like you need to like the kids when you come home, and be like, Daddy, like I want all that. Like
I did choose the middle.
Yeah.
Because Joe is hood like my stepdad, but he does things like my biological dad. That's a little creepy and a little weird.
It is.
What about
as
you?
long
'Cause
as
you
you're
had a
happy
good
and safe.
stepdad, the African man.
He was my mom. Yeah, she remarried, but I didn't get to experience. To me, he wasn't a bad. He wasn't bad at all. But I didn't get to experience that because I never lived with my mom. So it was kind of like I was just on the outside. I'm like, oh hi, and whatever. When I did see him, but I didn't. I felt like that was just. I don't want to say that because he's such a nice guy.
I know,
but I just felt like. To me, it was just like that's the guy that my mom married. Like it didn't even feel like it was a marriage because I wasn't there.
Right, got it.
So it's kind of hard for me to say, but what I do want to say, like, okay, so starting January, whatever, me and my dad, we started talking more.
That's good.
And the way he thought was that like, I didn't think for myself. Like, my mom and my granny was like, oh, your dad this and like they never talk about you, so
That's what I'm
whatever.
saying.
My mom never talked bad about my dad.
Yeah, never.
My mom either.
They never like, and I'm like, I have my own opinion of you, and it's because of the things that you do. So I'm like, if you want that to change, that's between me and you. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
Right.
So I was like, just calling me, even if we don't see each other, just like check on me. Like
Does
you
he
never did
like-
that. Know my birthday. Like just simple stuff. So like now we talk once a week, and actually he's got to the point where like. He'll text me 2-3 times a day, and like the other day, he just kept texting me like that. One day, like call me. I'm like, I'm like, let me call my daddy because he keeps telling
my daddy
me
when I leave from here.
Yeah, I'm like, he ain't never bothered me this much about just calling him in one day. So when I call him, he was just like, I'm finally getting my money up. He got a good job or whatever. Stuff like that. He was like, I've never taken you shopping. And he was like, I've never taken you to get ice cream. And he has taken us to the, like, one thing that I used to love doing with my dad, like, he loved going to the zoo. So we used to always
My
go to the zoo.
dad.
He bring the big
Yeah.
old cooler.
Yeah.
And we have everything we need or whatever. So I'm like, he has taken me, but maybe he doesn't feel like,
Right,
you know,
that it was
just
enough.
me- yeah. So like he was like, next time I get paid, I'm taking you to the. He's like, but we probably can't go to the Galleria. I'm like, Daddy, I really don't even go to the Galleria, so it ain't even got to be
Okay.
nothing,
Right.
you know.
Fashion
It
Nova,
ain't gotta be-
North Park.
right? Please, I'm like, it ain't got to be
North Park.
nothing, you know. I'm like, whatever you do. I was like, I don't even care if you just give me ice cream, because he said he wanted to
Right.
give me ice cream and take me to the park. And he was like, and I want you to talk about this on your show. He said that, and I was like, so he's paying attention to me that
Yeah.
I have a show.
would
I
he
be
gotta,
wants to
surprised
promote.
if my
I gotta
dad
shout out my
listened.
daddy because listening to y'all, my daddy is a awesome dad. Okay. Shout out to Marcus. Hi to my words. My dad, he live in California. That's my daddy. Yeah, my daddy look good. My daddy work out every day. Yes, we have conversations. And more recently, my daddy told me that he was proud of me. And let me tell you something. That really made my day.
Especially when you hear from a man,
Because my
they
dad
don't pay.
is my daddy is an overachiever. I always call him an overachiever because this nigga going back to school talking about he want a PhD just so he can say doctor. Nigga, like, you know,
Look.
but I mean, and it makes it kind of hard on us girls because we're like, we ain't gonna never be able to catch him, you know, because every time we get a little closer, he's like, oh, he's moving, he's going up
Right,
higher
gonna do
up the
something
level,
else.
the
Yeah.
lever. But you know, I love my dad. My dad, he do a lot. Y'all make me feel like, okay,
Call him.
sorry, a little spoiled. Okay.
I mean, I don't feel bad. I mean, I don't
Because
feel like,
I feel like we should be happy with whatever you got, you know, because life is too short. And then I know I have a client and her dad passed away, and she's always saying, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time.
That's my biggest fear is for me. And honestly, me and my dad used to talk like every weekend, but it was always more of a like, okay, you call me because so my dad is from the West Indies, so they have the same kind of thing
Oh.
like someone from like down south, like it's like
Really?
I'm the parent, you call me. Like
Yeah.
if I have to call you, I'm probably like gonna cuss you out. Like my grandma, which is his mother, I call my grandma every Sunday, and she'll be like, "Hey, little girl," I'm like, "Hey," like I love my grandma, and like she's just so sweet. But it's a reciprocal, thing. Like I call her, she'll call me. Like my dad, he'll call me, but if I call him
I don't know why
enough,
parents are like that.
and I feel
don't
like
know.
I
Old
feel
school
like
be like
I'm like,
that.
you
it
the
needs
parent.
to be like both of
Both.
us. You
Both
know, both
ways,
can try, yeah.
right.
But it's usually like I call him and he like you talking about your dad, like is proud of you for the show and everything like that, and proud of you guys. My dad's like, "Aren't you an engineer?" I'm like, "I work in HR." And he'd be like, "Oh, I hate numbers."
My daddy used to be like that though. He used to be like that.
He don't know because he was at my graduation. I don't understand. Like I graduated with communications, bro. Like like engineer. We're all
I mean,
gonna
you know,
die if I was an engineer.
my thing is parents are who they are, and being a parent, I don't want, you know, them to kind of like how I was. Oh, well, you didn't do this. And because I used to call my brother, well, mama didn't do this, and she didn't do that, and if has she done this, and then, you know, things would be better. I had to let that shit go. Look, she did the best she could. My dad
Right,
did the best he
same.
could. I am a good person, you know, so, you know, I take care of my children, have a good job, I make good money, and, you know, things are what they are,
That's
you know.
that's so true, because I feel like growing up, I'm like my mom. I used to focus on the things my mama didn't do anything right.
right.
But then as I got older and started living more, I'm like, well, dang, I kind of understand why Tina did that, because
Okay.
like, you know, whatever, so and so,
think-
whatever, you know.
For me, it's like I would focus so much on not even really only as I got into my older 20s, I started thinking about stuff that my dad didn't do. But my mom was a phenomenal mom. Like,
Right.
like I could not ask for any better. She was worth more than 10 dads. You know what I'm saying? Because she really would teach us so much.
That was my grandmother. My dad's mom, Wanda. She raised me. I always credit her to raising me because she did so many
Right.
things that she taught me. That's how she and I got close, because my grandmother actually married her grandmother's brother. So weird. But my grandmother was the best granny, okay, on this fucking, oh my God, I love that lady so much. I look just like her, got her body type, everything, sound like her, I talk like, cuss like her. That's my baby. I am her. Like, she raised me, and that's what it is. And, you know, I credit her to that. But she was one of those people that always used to get on me, call your daddy. I ain't calling him, he ain't calling me, you know, but, you know, she's right.
Life's short.
Life is too short.
You
Love
rather
on
have
your
the
people.
burden be on him.
Love your people. Love your parents.
Yes,
they did the
right.
best they could do at the time that it was, and just get off their backs and stop blaming them for what they did not do, because they did the best they damn could do, okay?
And
And
then
you
now you
try to
just
do it
gotta-
better, and
yeah,
you do better with your
exactly.
kids, and that's just what it is.
But also, if your parents didn't take responsibility for something that they did,
Well,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But you still do the best on your
Yes,
behalf.
yeah.
All you can do is your behavior.
Stop the blame game and the
And that's
blame
what I had
pointing.
to tell my dad. I'm just like, look, all of that stuff, I don't care about it. Like, It wasn't like I had a bad life. Like I had
Right.
a great
You was spoiled as
life.
hell and creepy
Yes.
as shit, you know?
So both of y'all was spoiled. Do y'all think y'all have any room in y'all family to adopt me, or what? You think it's too late, or like what?
We didn't
I don't
know
know
we
what
were
may take away.
spoiled.
Yeah, we
I
didn't-
want
we
that
didn't know it was-
$1,000. That's what I want, baby.
And look, Daddy, I still need my every Christmas. Well, my stepmom puts it in my account on Christmas. Thank you. Don't stop that because I'm making my own money. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Still need you guys. All
Right.
right. Love you guys. Rhonda, shout out to my stepmom. Rhonda,
Rhonda.
yes, she keep everything in check. Okay, love you, girl.
Y'all, well, we appreciate you guys for tuning in each and every time we upload, which is Tuesdays. We're gonna be Thursdays from now on.
I'll get it. Whenever I get it, it's going to be up there. So
When-
just look.
oh,
If
right.
you hit the subscribe, you're going to get the ding, and then you're going to know when it's up.
Subscribe to us on iTunes, Spotify, Google
Google Music.
Music,
We're everywhere.
and of course YouTube.
Everywhere you
YouTube-
wanna be. What
YouTube goes up
commercial
every
was that?
Thursday.
We're everywhere you want to be. What was that?
OnlyFans. Thank you guys for tuning in to Poor Decisions.
Bye.